Hi there, my name is Chase Reiner. If you're here, you're probably looking for SEO consulting, which I'm about to talk to you about. Now, generally, you want to focus on a few things, one of which is white hat SEO. For instance, if somebody's going to be doing SEO on your website and it's not abiding by Google's webmaster guidelines, meaning that Google doesn't want you to be doing what these people are going to be selling you, for instance, something called black hat SEO, then you're generally not going to have a very sustainable long-term SEO game plan. So if you can focus on white hat SEO, which is abiding by Google's guidelines, for the most part, you're not going to get your website penalized. Another thing that you want to make sure you do when you hire an SEO consultant is understand that ROI and a focus on conversions is generally the best thing that can happen for your site. So ROI meaning return on investment. If you're not making money at least 3 to 6 months out from your initial investment, probably not worth putting the money in or continuing to put money in for the SEO that you're doing. Now, you want to make sure you realize that when you are buying an SEO consultant or hiring an SEO consultant, that you generally will not make a bunch of money in the very beginning. The things that are going to be involved with your website usually don't get picked up by Google till, again, 3 to 6 months down the line, depending on where you're at. If you already have a website with a lot of stuff on it already and there's easy changes, sometimes you can actually end up making small changes which will affect the website and its traffic greatly, meaning you could bring up a lot of traffic really easily, or you could affect it negatively. Some other stuff you want to look out for and make sure that you can get if you're going to be hiring an SEO company is monthly reporting. So you want to look at and see if they do reporting in a transparent way. So I like to say that transparency is key, meaning that the more stuff that people can show you what they're doing, generally the better they're probably doing internally with their own workflow. So that's why what we do is we try to do all of our implementations based off of data, which I will show you in a second. I'll do a little screen record so you can see. But again, the more transparent people can be with the reporting, besides just showing you a little analytics graph with some green letter or numbers, you want to get something a little bit more than that. So if you do have a current SEO company that's just giving you, let's say, a report with things looking good and a little up arrow, you want to actually be able to see what people are doing, or at least be able to ask them what they're doing and then be able to provide something to you. In terms of pricing, most SEO companies charge between $100 to $200. Some companies charge more depending on their experience, what niche you're in, and whatever other factor may play into it. But for the most part, you can get a very reputable, good SEO company from anywhere between $100 to $200 an hour. Our company charges between $100 to $200 an hour, depending on the amount of things you buy at once. And the way we do our packages generally are based off of hours. So if you want to get like 10 hours or 20 hours or 30 hours, we generally bring down the price and try to focus on the things that need to be worked out first before we go and try to do maybe more technical SEO or maintenance or make other recommendations. When you do get SEO done for your website, you want to make sure you get an audit first or an SEO roadmap, which we do. And we actually have a template that we sell to other SEOs, and it works very well. And what it does is it goes in through any website and diagnoses what are going to be issues that are holding that website back in terms of its SEO. So it's a pretty comprehensive checklist. And once we go through that, then we make a top 10 recommendations on what needs to be happening first to your website. So even if you have your website in tip-top shape, it's still a good idea for an SEO to go through, do a checklist, roadmap, audit, and give you, as well as themselves, a game plan for that continued marketing plan, right? You don't want somebody just going into a website and not having a plan. So an audit is a great way to do that. In terms of the methods that are going to be used for your website, again, you're going to start with a site audit. You're going to want to go over competitor analysis, and that means going through and seeing what other websites are ranking for in terms of the keywords that you want to rank for, and then going out and trying to rank for something similar, as well as figuring out what kind of content they have, what their SEO landscape looks like in terms of their site architecture, what you need to replicate in terms of what they're doing well to bring into your own strategy. Keyword research is also a vital step for your SEO. You want to make sure that when you have a game plan that you also have some sort of keyword map, meaning that you can go and map out all of the different keywords you want to rank your site for, and then figure out how much content you're going to need for those different pages. I have an app that I made, and it'll actually show us all the averages you need for each keyword. User experience optimization is also a vital step to SEO. You want to make sure that your bounce rates aren't too high, that your click-through rates are high. Conversion rate optimization would probably be another step that you'd want to look into down the line, meaning that if you are getting traffic to your site now and you're not getting people to actually end up converting to a call or to a contact or to a purchase, we want to figure out why, and conversion tracking is the way that we'd actually go about doing that. So a huge thing about SEO as well is if people aren't going to be doing conversion tracking on your site and you don't have any idea how much you're making off your site or how many people are contacting you off your site based off your Google Analytics, get a new SEO, make sure you have conversion tracking enabled. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to figure out how to improve your conversion rates if you don't know what your conversion rates are. And of course, even further down the line, you're looking at stuff like ongoing maintenance, new site audits, and figuring out new game plans in terms of just a marketing strategy overall. Just because a SEO plan may no longer work doesn't mean that you can't go into other avenues. And it is a really good idea to also engage in things like social media, email marketing, paid ads, remarketing. And those are other things that we do as well if you do need help with that. If you have any questions or you'd like to get in touch with me, you can contact me at the letter I and the letter M. I'm at chasereiner.com, or look for the link in the description of this video if you found this through a video, or the button below this video if you're on a web page, and send me a contact when you get the chance. So that's it for today, and until I see you all next time, happy SEOing.